Hi everyone, it's Robin, and in today's discussion of Motivasession, we are going to talk about anger and anger management. So, there is no denial that each one of us get angry sometimes, and it is such an important skill to have to control our anger when things get out of control and things become too hot to handle. So I'm going to share some of my very interesting tips how I manage my anger and what should we do when we find ourselves in such situation where it's hard to control our emotions and to have a normal regular argument. So we'll be discussing all this in a while. So one thing which I would like to suggest here is anger is just like any other emotion and it's a very strong emotion, I would say. This is like one of the strongest emotion, and this one is particularly hard to control. And if this goes out of hand, things can become dirty, and we all have faced this, right? So now we are going to talk about how we can manage anger and streamline our behavior in a better way to not let our emotions have control over ourselves. So I'll be sharing some of the tips, and my first tip here is distraction. Yeah, I know this sounds quite obvious, and many of us might also be doing this in their lives. But you need to be conscious about this thing that distraction is the most important tool against anger. So when you find yourself in a situation where you're angry and you're not able to focus and you're not able to, get out of the situation without being mean or hurtful, then you need to distract yourself. So imagine if you have been in a fight and there was some argument which you were angry about, or maybe sudden change or things that have made you angry. So you need to distract yourself. That's the most important thing. And how you can do this? You can just take some time off to cool down and try to get your mind into something else. So many smaller, easier things help here. Like you can start cooking if you like, enjoy cooking, or you can go for a run. Generally, people prefer such. Strenuous workouts because once they feel exhausted, they feel that their anger is somehow, you know, gone out of their body and now they feel more relaxed out of this exhaustion. So I think this is one of the most important thing which we can all do. And for people who are not into, workout or do not want to cook or maybe do not have these facilities, they can surely take some time off and try to meditate and try to have deep breaths. It's not like some fancy meditation. You can just take deep breaths and try to relax in the moment. And I think that can definitely help you keep calm and take your mind off of the situation. And my second advice is to take a moment. So I know this sounds obvious, and what we all do many times that while we are in an argument and we feel that things are not going our way, we tend to lose control over our emotion, our voice raises, and we become violent sometimes, and we are saying things which we are not even thinking through. So, if you find yourself in a situation where you feel that other people are making you mad or something that happened that made you mad and you have no control over the situation and there is nothing you can do about it, you need to take a step back. Many times we all make this mistake that we feel that we need to respond right now in the moment, right? I hope you guys agree with me on this. Even when we are discussing something with a partner or friends or parents, we think that we need to reply on the moment. That's not the case. If you feel that there is a topic which is too obvious that it will make you mad and this is something which is not easy for you to deal with, you can listen and just take your time and try to cool down first. Take a step back from the situation, because once you take that step back, you have time to reflect and you can come back with all the clarity in your mind and can take the situation in a better way. And my third tip here is, again, this is like something that works most of the time, and I always do this, and I feel this is going to be the helpful one, where I believe taking the arguments and taking the disagreements in a written format. So what I mean here is, once you feel that you uh, are are with somebody, and then you are having argument or disagreement, and if it is possible to take this argument or this whole discussion through written format, I think that would be better, because when we write, we go slow, we have better time again to think and to be more clear. So if you find yourself in a meeting where you cannot really decide and things are not going your way, it's getting hot in there, things are getting out of control and making you mad, you just need to tell these people or this person you are discussing with that you will get back to them, and most likely try to reframe whatever you want to say in a written format. If it is possible, you can send this to them, or if you feel that this is not the case and you would like to, or you have to be in person and then discuss the matter, so you can just first write these things down. This will give you some clarity what you want to say, and this will definitely remove all those mean things, because nobody would like to write mean things, right? Nobody likes that, and you can remove those mean things, and you can get straight to the point without being hurtful, without raising your voice, and without causing any harm to anybody, but you are to the point, and this will also give you strength that you are standing for yourself, and you will have a better control over the situation. I'm sure this will be really helpful. And there are many things which, no matter what we say, are beyond our control, and sometimes life gets difficult, and we are stuck, and we're mad about these things. My last advice here is to not harbor those feelings. Generally, people do that. They tend to pretend that I am not affected by this, I'm not angry, though they're holding a lot of anger. So, holding anger, like any other emotion, is not advisable. It will be very difficult for you to deal with those pent up emotions inside you, and those are going to come out at some point. And sometimes they come out at on people whom you don't mean to be rude to, or maybe it can happen at times where you did not even expect it, in settings where you do not even want this to happen. So you need to be aware about the things which you are making you mad, and then you need to find time, and it's your responsibility to express those feelings, not in a mean or hurtful way, but in a more logical and calmer way. And also, you need to take time out to realize that something is hurting you, and if it is not in your control, you need to find ways to let these things go, however it is. And there are various things you can do, and this is your grounding work. You can take time, you can recite affirmations to yourself, saying that there is nothing I can do about this situation is out of my control, but I do not let this affect me, and I'm letting it go, and this is not under my control, and I'm not going to harbor these feelings which are going to hurt me in future. So I think these affirmations can help you. And if you can want to go for a run, or if you want to talk to a friend, find a support group and talk to people and share your feelings like any other emotion. But it can only happen once you take a step back and realize these things are happening to you, and not in the spur of the moment when things are heated, because things are not going to get out straight. And I think we all have been there, where we have said many things and we never really meant it, and we feel guilty afterwards, and we go back to the person and we are sorry, and sometimes it ruins relationships, and sometimes it costs you, a lot. It costs you money or your job or friendship, sometimes your relationship. So I think this is a very important skill to have, and I hope these tips are helpful for you. And if you know any other tip which is going to be helpful in this topic, please write to us in the comment section. If you like this session, please like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And we would like to reach more people and to spread the knowledge and also learn from you guys. And I hope you had a nice time listening to you. I love talking to you always, and thank you so much. And I'll be back soon with a new video. Bye bye.